All right, we have Mr. Tim White here. Mr. White, can you tell us about your event that's coming up?
All right, I got an event coming up October the 8th at the Eudora Welty Library at 1:30. Be there at 1:30. The purpose of what I'm trying to do is more so like a health seminar slash motivational thing, because the reason why I'm doing it is because there's so much going on. There's so many of us are getting sick and dying. And a lot of it is because of the food that we eat. So the purpose of this is to try to educate people and show people the things that I've done. Not necessarily education, but give you the information that you need so that you can change your whole way of thinking about food. I've been on a journey this year of changing the way that I eat. I was at close to 220 pounds, and now I'm down to about 170 pounds. Started out just doing it for myself, trying to get myself on track. But now I'm trying to do it for others. This year, I lost my last living parent, which is my grandma. And there's so many others that still have their parents. And so my goal now is to try to help others save their parents' lives. So they can be here for their kids. For the kids can be there for their parents. But once I lost my last living parent, I'd say I know I got to do something to help others. The day that we buried my grandmother, they had 15 funerals that day. 15 funerals at one funeral home. Now, this wasn't no shooting or nothing like that. Most of these people died from medical-related illnesses that relate back to the food that we eat. So I feel like I can't just sit back and do nothing when so many people are dying due to getting sick. Then they take drugs, and the drugs make things worse. So I said I can't just sit back and not do nothing. So I'm trying to reach out and help others, because the things that I've done this year, they work for me. Now, years past, I have been trying so many different things. For one thing, I was trying to just lose weight for a look. But now I had to change that mindset to not just lose weight, but try to get healthy. As I started doing things to get healthy, I started losing the weight. And once I started losing the weight, I said, well, shoot, I lost my stomach. I might as well shoot for a six-pack. Sound good? Yeah. So once I did that, I ended up getting a little blurry six-pack. So what's a blurry six-pack? If I move like this in the mirror, I can see it. But when I'm just standing there, it's kind of blurry. But nevertheless, it's a six-pack. So it changed from, my mindset changed from just trying to get fit to let's try to get healthy. And as I started getting healthy and the weight started coming on, then I started, okay, let me kind of sculpt this body. But the problem is going from trying to get fit, trying to get healthy, to actually staying with a program, staying with the system, staying with something, having that focus, having that determination, that willpower to say no when someone offers you something or when something is in front of you. That thing that you struggle with, say no to it. Just like the shirt I got on, keep swinging. And that's how you got to be with certain foods. You got to keep swinging and stuff. Look, it's not going to be easy stopping something you've been doing all your life. It's not going to be easy, but just like in a boxing ring, you got to keep swinging. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep pushing. Because let me tell you something, when you get in the ring with that cancer, that high blood pressure, that diabetes, oh, it's swinging hard. And it's knocking folks out left and right. It's knocking folks out left and right. So if you're going to win this, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep swinging. It's not going to be easy, but trust me, I know the statistics that this stuff is killing people left and right. Left and right. Now, if 5 people get shot in the city of Jackson, it's all over the news. What's wrong with the city? But believe it or not, there may be 50 people or more dying every day, having strokes, having heart attacks, cancer. And let me tell you something. People say it costs. It's too expensive to eat healthy. All right, find one person you know that got cancer and go check out their medical bills. Let's see what's more expensive. So, like I say, the whole purpose of this conference is just to try to lend a hand up. I was that person that struggled with eating. People that know me, they know I love to eat. I struggle with it. In my early 20s, I ended up getting high blood pressure. In my 20s. In my 20s. That's way too young. I struggle. And I finally found out what needs to happen for that to change. And that's all I want to do with this conference is try to help people get back on track, motivate them, give the information. We're going to have so much going on that day. We got a lot of giveaways. We got, you just put like this, you want to be there. You want to be there. If you know somebody that's struggling with the same problems, saying no to certain things, be there. Be there. I just want to charge you up. I just want to pump you up, give you the information. Once I got information and I had the motivation, listen, people always told me I had that gift to motivate people, to uplift people. I can go back and look at some old yearbooks. People wrote that whenever they was feeling down, they always come to me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to flip that and do it to myself. And that's what I did this year. Yeah, I would stand in the mirror and pump myself up. I would tell myself, I did not gain it overnight, and I'm not going to lose it overnight. I started pumping myself up, giving myself more information and education, and I did it. So all I want to do is do the same with someone else. So I want y'all to be at the place, Eudora Welty Library, 1:30, October the 8th, the Ellen Douglas Room. We're going to be there. We got lots of giveaways. It's going to be a lot of excitement, but the main thing is, listen, I want to help you get on track. I cannot just sit here and not do nothing. So many people are losing their life. Not only losing their life, they're losing their quality of life. Listen, a life full of the doctor's drugs and all this pain and crutches on is not the way of life. You can reverse all that. Everything can be reversed. You do not have to be on those drugs. I'm off that stuff. You don't have to be like that. Just listen. Be at the library. Be there at 1:30. I just want to help y'all out. And just to answer your question, that's why I'm doing this. My whole purpose is to help. And one more thing, it does not cost a dime to be in the place. Listen, I want you there. Someone said, why are you doing this free? Listen, my goal is not money. My goal is to help. That's why I'm doing this. So October 8th, be there.